Pack a Day Habit coming at you here in the studio on your Wednesday. Hump Day! Hope you guys had a good day. I had a day. It's been a day. Work is baloney. You know that? Work is such baloney. So I'm trying real hard to get things set up so that I can get a little store online going, because I'd like to sell some of these magic cards that I've gotten. I'll tell you what. It's not as easy as you might want it to be when you're living in Canada. You would think, okay, just sign up on TCG Player. No, you can't do that. You have to have a US address to ship from if you're going to sell on TCG Player. Well, maybe there's a TCG Player equivalent in Canada. Well, not really. Not really. There are some marketplaces, but yeah, shipping's on you entirely. Lots of really interesting, places to go ahead and list your cards. None of them are really all that viable. So kind of looking at eBay. Also looking for feedback. If you guys were to want to pick up some singles, maybe stuff that you've seen me crack on channel, let me know where you would personally like to purchase those cards. I'm considering possibly setting up a personalized Shopify account and doing a website, maybe doing it that way. And then also listing them on eBay, this sort of thing. So let me know what you guys think, because, I could always use your feedback, and I do love and respect you people. So let me know. Anyway, back with another of them pack cracking vids. It is Hump Day, and we are going to crack a couple of packs. And so today's packs, we're looking at Core 2021 and Phyrexia. All will be one. So yeah, let's check it out. We're going to go age before beauty, as we usually do. As you know, Phyrexia is a very beautiful set. And 2021 is like 5 years ago, so there you have it. Snoop, Lord of the Decks, nice to see you guys. We got Destructive Tampering, 3-cost sorcery. Choose one, destroy target artifact. Creatures without flying can't block this turn. Just choose, just make your choice. Defiant Strike, decent little card. 1 cost, creature gets +1/+0, and you get to draw a card. That's value. I feel like that's a different artwork for this card than we've seen. Oh, hi, babe. Nice to see you. There's Rebecca. Read the Tides. 6-cost sorcery. You can draw 3 cards or return up to 2 target creatures to their owner's hands. I like the 3 cards. Yeah, 3 cards is nice. Hobble Fiend. You got a devil. You gotta beat the devil out of it. Sorry, I'm channeling Bob Ross. He said, you gotta beat the devil out of it. Beat the devil out of it. So that's a 2-cost, 2/1 devil with trample. Pay 1, sacrifice another creature, put a +1/+1 counter on Hobble Fiend. So this is pretty good if you're playing tokens and if you like to abuse your cards. Ornery Dilophosaur. I mean, Dennis Nedry found out, right? Little Fafo there. Dennis Nedry really found out. 4-cost, 2/2 Death Touch. And whenever Ornery Dilophosaur attacks, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, it gets +2/+2 till end of turn. So it's a pretty nasty little guy. Death Touch 4/4. Right? I mean, as long as you got that other 4 power out there. Fuzzy Falcon. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Fetid Imp. Little 2-cost, 1/2. 1/2, 1/2. So flying, this guy, if you pay 1, he gets Death Touch until end of turn. You gotta like that. That's really good. Actually, a 2-cost, 1/2 that gains Death Touch for 1 and is flying, like, yeah. Color me impressed. You could pump that. We got Roaming Ghostlight. 5-cost, 3/2 with flying. When it enters the battlefield, return up to 1 target non-spirit creature to its owner's hand. This one I'm not so big on. I feel like it's a little expensive, and you could probably find something better to put in there. Anointed Chorister, 1-cost, 1/1 with lifelink. Pay 5, and it gets +3/+3 till end of turn. That's okay. Just okay. Oh, is it buffering a bunch, LOD? Sorry to hear that, man. Saber-tooth Mauler. 4 cost 3/3. I just love the artwork on this one. We've seen it before, but it's like very realistic, and it's like you can tell it's not AI, right? Like it's actually one of those artists that does reality type art. Very cool. Very cool. So at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Sabertooth Mauler and untap it. Nasty. Nasty. Infernal Scarring. This is what I get from work every day. Infernal Scarring. They put me through hell. And then, you know, they slap this enchantment on me. Luckily, I get +2/+0. And when I die, you get to draw a card. That's how it works. That's how it works. So, Kite Sail Freebooter. So it's a 2 cost, 1/2 with flying. When Kite Sail Freebooter enters the battlefield, target opponent reveals their hand. If you choose a non-creature, non-land card from it, exile that card until Kite Sail Freebooter leaves the battlefield. Pretty decent for a black card, right? It operates a lot like, you know, all these white cards that you see out there. So, you know, exiling things until it leaves, right? Kind of like a sheltered buy. Chrome Replicator, 5 cost, 4/4. Artifact Creature Construct. I like the art on this one. Kind of reminds me of Astar. You guys remember Astar? I am Astar, a robot. I can take my arm right off. You can't, so play safe. And when the Chrome Replicator enters the battlefield, if you control 2 or more non-land, non-token permanents with the same name as one another, create a 4/4 colorless construct artifact creature token. That's kind of cool. Astar the robot. There should be, I mean, what if we got a proxy of Astar and just put her on there? Warden of the Woods. A 6 cost, 5/7. Tree Folk. So that'll go well with a lot of the new Tree Folk cards in Lorwyn. It has Vigilance. And whenever whenever it becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you can draw 2 cards, which is great. Because they're probably going to target this thing. It's a 5/7 for crying out loud. They're going to target it. And your rare card for the pack, Baron Tolarian Archmage. Didn't we already pull this one in this box? And the answer is yes. We already pulled this card in this box. We got 2 Baron Tolarian Archmages. 3 cost, 2/2. So when Baron enters the battlefield, return up to 1 other target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. And at the beginning of your end step, if a permanent was put into your hand from the battlefield this turn, you draw a card. I mean, pretty specific. I mean, it's all right. We'll put it up there as a potential card of the day, but probably not. Yeah, enters tapped. You got 1 life. Little green-black land there for you. Not bad. And an angel token. What a beautiful angel token. Card of the day. No, just kidding. Okay. Single-sided angel token. I like that. Yeah, we did. We pulled that one last week, I'm pretty sure. That Baron, right? Anyway, let's see if Phyrexia, All Will Be One, can beat the pants off of Baron Tolarian Archmage. I think it will. I think it will. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. We do this every day, Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, between the hours of 1 and 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And, yeah, be there or, you know, be rectangular. I think you just go all the way back down with it. Phyrexia, about to dunk, says Snoop. I agree. I can never tell which way is up with some of these. I think it's this way. And then, so that is the Anticausal Inquiry Dominus. Oi, the bloody buffering. I think it might be something to do with your location there today, LOD. We got a forest. I just love the full art lands in this set. They really are good. Sawblade Scamp. Phyrexian Beast. It's a beast. 1/1 with haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on it, and then you can remove 1 by tapping, and it deals 1 damage to each opponent. So, I mean, yeah, You don't even have to cast a spell on it. You could proliferate. You know, just load it up. And then get something that'll untap it. You go tap, 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 taparoo. Fuzzy's making a prediction again, you guys. Mesmerizing Dose. Fuzzy predicts the all will be one black version. Wouldn't that be nice? Mesmerizing Dose is a 3-cost enchantment aura. So when it enters, tap enchanted creature, then proliferate, and that creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. I like how it adds the proliferate in there. Good value on the Mesmerizing Dose. That's an easy inclusion. Ichor Synthesizer, 2-cost, 1/3, Phyrexian Wizard. When you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on Ichor Synthesizer. As long as it has 4 or more oil counters on it, it gets +2/+0 and can't be blocked. That's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. And you're going to get those oil counters on it too. Annihilating Glare. 1-cost sorcery. As an additional cost to cast this spell, you can pay 4 or sacrifice an artifact or creature. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. I feel like there's better removal. I do. This gives you the option of sacking or paying a high cost. I mean, sacking can also be a high cost, but it can also be something that you get a benefit from. So, depending on your deck, it's a good card, or maybe not so good. Vraska's Fall. 3-cost instant. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker and gets a poison counter. Ooh, I like that one. Ooh, yeah, okay. So they have to sack, and they get a poison counter. And then you follow that up with some proliferate. Right? And smack them with an infect flying creature of some kind. Maybe the Necrosquito. So you get a 4-cost Phyrexian insect with flying. Necrosquito enters with 2 oil counters on it. It gets +1/+1 for each oil counter on it. Whenever another creature or artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter on Necrosquito. Pretty cool. Vraska's Fall for card of the day? Possibly. I don't know, though. We'll probably get something better. Rib Skiff. It's made out of your ribs. Right? I mean... Oh, I do love me some ribs. 4-cost, 4/4, Toxic 2. Yes, indeed. 2 poison counters when you deal damage with this sucker. Rib Skiff enters the battlefield, draw a card. You can crew it for 3. That's pretty good. Pretty good. The crew cost is pretty high, but you can do it. Unctus's Retrofitter, Phyrexian Artifact, 3-cost, 2/3 creature, Toxic 1. And then when it enters the battlefield, up to 1 target artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 4/4 for as long as this guy is on the battlefield. That's pretty cool. It is, right? It is pretty cool. I mean, the flavor, and I love the artwork on this one too. What does it remind me of? Kind of... I don't know. Maybe kind of reminds me of like some of the Necro guys from what's his name? The Vin Diesel movies. Riddick. Kind of reminds me of the Necro whatevers from Riddick. Yeah, it's cool. Very cool. And then we got Sawblade Scamp. The 1-cost 1/1 with haste. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put an oil counter on it. Tap and remove, it deals 1 damage. This is just the better version of this one. Same exact card, but just cooler. Right? Yeah, it's a cool card. And your rare for the pack, Kethic Crucible Goliath. I think this is more interesting than the Baron. So Rakdos, 4-cost, 4/4, Phyrexian Beast. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another creature, and if you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-legendary creature card with lesser mana value. Put it onto the battlefield, and then put the rest of on the bottom of your library in a random order. Necromongers. Thank you, Lord of the Decks. That's what they were called, the Necromongers. There's so many, like, you know what I mean? Oh, that's not it. Here, flashback. Yeah, reminds me of the Necromongers. Thank you, Lord of the Decks. But yeah, this Kethic Crucible Goliath is pretty awesome. I like how you put those back, you know, at the bottom of your library rather than in your graveyard. But only because it's red and black, right? Like if it was green and black, you'd want those in your graveyard for sure. But yeah, not bad, right? Because you might end up milling yourself out with a card like this if you're not careful, right? You got to have something. You got to have a bunch of 3 costs, 2 costs, that sort of thing, or else this could be dangerous to yourself. It is cool, though, and we're going to put that up top. Experimental Augury. This one also Necromonger-ish, right? Look at that. It's kind of like Skullcap, but it's not Skullcap, right? It looks like it's a Skullcap, but it's a 2-cost instant. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order, and you proliferate. Pretty good. Pretty good. You get to choose, right? Like, choosing is nice, especially if you got a lot of nice cards in your deck. You get to choose from really nice cards, and you get to proliferate. So, like, you're pumping up those poison counters and everything. The oils, the poisons, the 1/1s. Skullcap was super fun. Actually, wish that we could draw a Skullcap. Yeah, so we got a Rebel token creature. Okay. All right, let's have a look. So, I would say not the greatest showing. Not the greatest packs that we've ever had here on Smith Stack Pack-A-Day Habit, especially on a hump day. But we got to choose one for card of the day. I think it was Fuzzy Falcon. Wasn't it Fuzzy Falcon? No, who was saying... Oh, it was Lord of the Decks was thinking Vraska's Fall. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker and gets a poison counter. That is pretty nasty for a common card. We can consider it for card of the day. I would say Baron Talarian Archmage is really good, except we've already pulled him like recently, so we can't really make him card of the day. Kethic Crucible Goliath is really good too. But I mean, again, it's kind of like a weak cascade, like a kind of a specific cascade, right? Like, and the artwork isn't super inspiring. And yeah, I feel like, as you guys are saying, the Vraska's Fall is just kind of more useful. It's cheaper, it's instant, it gets rid of lots of creatures if you're playing a big group game, and you can, you know, put a poison counter on all your buddies. Yeah. And exactly, it's flavorful as well. Like there's some kind of Medusa lady in there. Yeah, I think everyone is aligned on this one. It's not too often that we get a common card as card of the day. But here we are. We're about to say it. Vraska's Fall, card of the day. The dull, creeping pain of Phyrexia curdled in Vraska's blood. She knew as soon as it took her, she would betray everything, even Jace. Poor Jace. Catches a lot of flack, he does. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed Smith Stack Pack-A-Day Habit as much as I did. I certainly enjoyed it more than the rest of my day. Thank goodness I didn't get called out to work while we were on our video here. And just one last look at your contenders. Again, not the greatest showing, but we do this every day, Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Rebecca is saying one more. Oh, God. Are we doing a Uno Mas? Are we? Are we doing a Uno? What do you guys say? I will. If everyone wants one more, if I hear a Uno Mas out there, if I get a real good Uno Mas out there from the crew, then maybe we'll open one more pack. What do you guys say? Twist my rubber arm. Okay, Snoop. That's a big one. That's a big one. Okay. Let's see. What are we pulling then? What are we pulling? We gotta crack something cool. This is... Watch it just, like, fail to produce anything better. But we're gonna do an Edge of Eternity's pack. Now, if there is a tomb in here, then we're gonna switch it up. Currently, your card of the day is Vraska's Fall. Vraska's Fall could be taken out by something special in the Edge of Eternity's realm. We've got Bombard, 3 cost, 4 damage to target creature. That's pretty decent. Dark Endurance, 2 cost, instant. It costs 1 less to cast if it targets a blocking creature, which is nice. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains indestructible till end of turn. So that's a 1 cost blocking instant, basically. Yeah, it's not bad. Then we got the Ilvoy Light Jammer. We be jammin'! So it's a 2 cost equipment with flash. When it enters, attach it to creature you control. It gains hexproof till end of turn. And also +1/+2 forever, or until it's gone. And then we've got Equip 3. Fuzzy Falcon's making predictions again, you guys. I don't know. Starfighter Pilot, 2 cost, 2/2, human pilot. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, surveil 1. I like that. I mean, it's nice, right? You can surveil and again and again and again. You can, I mean, just a heads up, if you have a station out there, you can tap this guy to crew. You don't have to attack. Like, that's the thing. Like, you can do all kinds of stuff, right? Like, there's Convoke, there's Water Bending. Like, there's all kinds of ways to tap this without attacking. Sammy's Curiosity. 1 cost, you gain 2 life, create a lander token. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty basic. You're just creating a lander token with the bonus of a couple of life. Yeah, it's not bad. Good comment. Lord of the Deck says, Vraska's Fall should still get a highlight for winning in regulation. Depressurize, 2 cost, instant, target creature gets -3/-0, and it dies if its power is 0 or less. After that, you destroy it. Destroyed. Pinnacle Kill Ship. Well, this is pretty okay. You got a 7/7. It costs 7, but you also have to crew it for 7. So it's all out of 7s, right? And so when the spacecraft enters, it deals 10 damage to up to 1 target creature. I mean, shouldn't it deal 7 damage to 7 target creatures just to keep with the text? And then as you can station it, of course, for 7, and it's a 7/7 flyer. So, I mean, it's pretty good. You know, if you can get it stationed. And you could. I mean, there's stuff that you could station with on the turn that it comes in on a warp cost. Right? Like, there's like a 9/9 that warps in for 2 or 3 or something. And so one of the giants, I believe. And yeah, you could crew that spacecraft right away. Ooh, use Social Engineering. This is a good card. You get a 5 cost landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, you get a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. And you can warp it in for 2 right before you do a land. Right? Yeah, 7 damage divided among 7 creatures would have been the way to go there, Fuzzy Falcon. 100%, right? Like, let's look at that one more time. It is a bit of a fail, right? I mean, 10 damage is great. But yeah, 7 damage divided among 7 creatures would have just been so great. You know, like, you could take out like 7 1/1s though. So it would have been a little bit OP. Don't think they would have had it as a uncommon. Or as just a common, I mean. Use Social Engineering is good though. Decent card. And I love the artwork on this one. Mechan Assembler is a 5 cost 4/4 robot artificer. Whenever another artifact you control enters, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token, and it triggers once each turn. So pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. I actually really like that card. Look at the artwork is really cool too. He's got like these warping kind of like looking screens behind him. He's got like a holographic display in front of him. I don't know, it's really cool. He's got like Johnny 5 vibes going on. I like it. I like that card a lot. Invasive Maneuvers. 2 cost, instant. It deals 3 damage to target creature. And it deals 5 damage if you control a spacecraft. So, I mean, that's great. 5 damage for 2. This is great. Like, really good. I don't even think you have to have your station crewed in order for that to work, because it's still a station. Right? It's still a spacecraft. Let me see. Yeah, right? It says spacecraft. So, you get this out there, and you go and smack someone for 5 with 2 mana. It's really good. That's a cool card. Monoist Sentry is a 4/1 defender for 1. See, this is good. This is just like, it would be better if it had flash. But then it might cost more if it had flash. But this is really, I like this. It's a cool card. And I mean, it looks like an alien, right? Like Alien from Aliens, I mean, obviously looks like an alien. Xenomorph, right? Or a Gene Stealer, if you're into the Warhammer 40k. Could be a Gene Stealer. Hey, this is the guy I was kind of talking about. He's got Warp 4, and you can station for 7 as he comes in, right? So the Anticausal Vestige is really quite a good card. 6 cost 7/5. When it leaves the battlefield, draw a card. Then you may put a permanent card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Pretty cool. And I mean, when you warp it in for 4, it's going to leave right after that, right? So you warp it in, you station something, like, I mean, specifically, you can station that 7-cost station. Where did I put it now? I'm losing my stuff here, you guys. So yeah, you have... Basically, you got this in, then you warp this guy in, station this thing, you got a 7/7 flying, this leaves, and then you put something from your hand onto the battlefield tapped, and then you can attack with this sucker. Like, that's a good way to go. This is like, as intended. Very cool stuff right there. Anticausal Vestige, definitely looking at taking over card of the day. And you got Broodguard Elite. Is an X2 green 0/0. He enters with X +1/+1 tokens on it. And when it leaves, you put those counters on target creature you control. You can warp it in. Right? So, I mean, you warp it in, and then when it leaves, you put those tokens on something else. You station with it first. It leaves, you put the tokens on something else, and then you can do it again later. This is fantastic, actually. That's just an uncommon, but really good. And the artwork is top-notch on that one. He looks like a badass. Very cool. Oh, and a foil forest. Snoop loves foils. Look at how beautiful these are. That's the thing. I think Edge of Eternities, a lot of the foiling, space-looking stuff, it just looks nice in foil. I don't know how you can hate it. And then a lander token with a human soldier on the back. Yeah, I think we're looking at Anticausal Vestige, you guys. I think that it has dethroned Vraska's Fall. Let's have another look. So, reasons why. It's big stompy. It can crew a big stompy craft. You can warp it in for 4. You can do all that, basically, you can do that twice, basically. And when it leaves... You draw a card, and you can put a permanent card with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. It's so good. It's so good. Anticausal Vestige, baby. Card of the day. We're switching it up. Even though it's got a little... Okay. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Card of the day. Well, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed today's Pack-A-Day Habit experience here on Smith Stack Pack-A-Day Habit in the studio. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and come on back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for some more pack cracking goodness here with yours truly in the studio. After I get frustrated and angry about work again tomorrow, which I'm sure I will. I mean, you guys feel me, right? Like, what's with this work crap? Wish we didn't have to do it. Wish we could play games and look at cards all day long. Lord of the Decks is not sure about the choice. That's okay. That's okay. For you, Lord of the Decks, honorable mention is going to go to the Vraska's Fall. It's a cool card. It's a great card, for sure. It's cheap. But this is good. This is really fantastic. And actually, I was planning on making a spaceship deck that includes this at least a couple of times, because I play 60 card format. So we're going to do it up. We're going to make it work, and I'll show you guys that on the channel eventually here. If I can ever get some time off from work in order to make some new decks, which I I'm itching to do. I want to make some new decks, and I want to show them to you guys. And then I want to go and take those decks to my friend's place and beat the pants off of them. Well, I hope they keep their pants on. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Bye-bye now.